Hi everyone, it's Allison. I had a wonderful time last weekend in LaGrange, Kentucky at the Oldham County Colonial Fair. The Colonial Fair hosted several Kentucky historical fiction authors and also had reenactors display different techniques of things that were done during the 18th and early 19th centuries. While I was there, I spoke about the Shawnee people and why the white women who were rescued by the British went right back to the Shawnee. A lot of people don't understand that the white women had more freedom with the Shawnee than with their white counterparts. I secured a lot more speaking engagements and book fairs, and let's just say I'm going to be very busy this fall. While I was there, somebody had brought up the idea of perhaps I could portray Calico dressed in Native American garb. It's really an interesting idea. I had actually been wanting to do that for years. I just didn't know how to do it. First of all, I didn't have a sewing machine anyways. I have one now. My husband bought me one and I'm very excited. And after doing much research, I figured out that this is highly possible for me to dress as a Shawnee woman. While I was at the Oldham County Colonial Fair, there was a woman there dressed as a Shawnee woman, and her husband portrayed a French trader. How perfect. The only thing I kept thinking was, man, you look like Creek and you look like Pierre. You look like my characters. I can so pass off as Calico. So, I went out and did some research, and I found out that the outfit I need to make is easy. First thing, Shawnee women back then wore wool wrapped skirts, and the most predominant color was a British red, like your British red coats. And then the second favorite was navy, and the last was black. Well, my husband and I went to Hancock Fabrics in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and Clarksville, Indiana. Excuse me, I got the town wrong. The only wool I could find was the British red. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do British red because Calico, she's not exactly a friend of the British. But seeing it was the only wool there, I had no choice. So I went out and got it, and I'm 6 foot tall, so I had to get plenty of it. And this is going to be so easy to make. I don't know why I didn't do this before. All it is a wool wrapped 1.5 times your body, and then you take it. It doesn't want to behave today. You take it and you pin it on the side. And after you've pinned it, you wrap it down 3 times down your waist. Like that. How easy is that? And they would have ribbon. So I'm going to put navy blue ribbon down the side and then around the edging. And I have that as well. And it wouldn't need any beading because everyday wear, the women didn't have beading. So they only did beading for ceremonial garb or festivals or stuff like that. And then for a shirt, I need a men's trade shirt. And unfortunately, I don't have the pattern for that, but I found a reenactor who does make them, and she's just down the road from me in Indiana, so I've already worked out with her. She's going to make my shirt after I make the skirt. So I'm excited about that. The other thing I have is I already had a medicine bag, and this would have been type of the Shawnee would wear. So I have that. Okay. And as for personal belongings, the women really didn't carry big bags, but they did have small bags that they did carry. And I was lucky to find a settler there. And a settler is a person who sells trade goods of that period. And he had a woodland purse that he had made. Now, the woodland Native Americans were tribes that were found on the East Coast and in Ohio and Kentucky area. The Shawnee were part of them. Don't confuse them with the woodland period Native Americans that you read on my blog. They're not the same groups. The woodland period are not historical Native Americans. The woodland tribes are historical Native Americans. So I got this. It doesn't need any beading. It's completely made out of plant fiber, and it's big enough to hold my belongings. So I'm really excited about that. It didn't cost me very much. I only spent about $20 on it. It wasn't that much. So that was really cool. And I ordered my pattern for my moccasins. So I will be making my moccasins. And I'm still researching for the pattern for the Shawnee leggings. Other than that, it's just going to be easy. I'm searching for my earrings and my necklaces. Those are the hardest parts to find because a lot of the Native American stuff that you find is not like the Shawnee. It's Navajo or Hopi or some other tribe, and Shawnee stuff is really hard to find because, like most other Native Americans, their culture is dying out because their younger generation does not want to learn any of their culture. They want to be little white children in America. And so they don't learn the culture, and they don't learn the customs, and they don't learn the language. So it's really hard to do research. But I'm doing it, and I will let you all know how everything goes. All right, until then, bye.